Hello YouTube and welcome back to my reaction for Wolves 1, Man United 1. So yeah, it was a very frustrating game in my opinion. First half we started the game very well, we're all over them. Our midfield was dominating the likes of Neves, Moutinho, Dendoncker. And yeah, we looked very comfortable and composed and I thought, great, we're improving from our recent times against Wolves where we lost 2-1 in the FA Cup and 2-1 in the league. And that was proved right at the time. Up steps Rashford, pass to Martial. Martial slots it home like the great number 9 he is. And at that point I was thinking, yes, get in. We should just get another goal, kill the game off. Don't let them back into it because they're a good side. So yeah, we go into half time 1-0 up. We played well overall. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Pogba, Martial, Rashford. And in the second half it went to shit, if I'm going to be honest with you. But Wolves bring on that Traore for Doherty, I think, and Traore was absolutely killing Luke Shaw apart. Luke Shaw was diabolical in the second half. I guess people's excuse could be that it's hard to deal with Traore's pace, but man, he's not great with Traore. He's just a pace merchant. That's all I thought he was until this game. But yeah, they almost score through Jimenez, I think, and then Neves goes and scores a screamer, which was checked by VAR at first, but it wasn't offside. It was never offside, and Wolves equalised. But I must say, that was a brilliant goal from Neves. Took it brilliantly. But yeah, we thought, alright, just get back into the game and get at least a goal. Bring on good subs. But no, Ollie failed to bring on the subs till like the 80th minute, and he brought on Mata at first. So yeah, Ollie did get it wrong, unfortunately. But yeah, it wasn't a great game after that. We tried. There wasn't enough creativity though. Lingard was not creative enough. He was literally really poor. Worst player on the pitch for me. But we get a penalty. Pogba gets fouled in the box. And then at that point I thought, give it to Rashford. He took it in beautifully against Chelsea last week. This should be no problem. Give it to Marcus Rashford. But no, Rashford gives it to Pogba. What happens after that? Saved by Patricio, and Pogba bottles the penalty. And yeah, we counter pressing. But we bring on the likes of Greenwood and Pereira a bit too late, I thought. Yeah. Although I am happy with Oliver that because that is the lineup I exactly wanted, but I did learn from that game that James is not ready. But yeah, full time we drew to Wolves. It was really frustrating. Before I get on to my overall player ratings, can I just talk about the racial abuse Pogba's been getting and how much of a disgrace it actually is? Players are not perfect. Not everyone's penalties are perfect. He has only missed one penalty in the past year in the Premier League. So he was reliable enough. I did think it should have been Rashford's, and I was annoyed when he missed it. But racism is never the answer. It's weak. It's especially doing it on social media. It just shows how much of a coward they really are. I mean, imagine them saying it to his face or saying it in public outside to someone. They get arrested. They could even be beaten up. I just think Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, kick it out. They need to do more about all these things. And Pogba already wants to leave it as it is, and it's making him really uncomfortable, I reckon. But yeah, it wasn't a good day, and it was made worse by our idiotic, spineless cunt of a fans racely abusing a player who, let's be honest, is really important for us, because without him, our midfield is relegation midfield. Our midfield could get us outside the top 6. You never know. A midfield of McTominay, Fred and Pereira, even Matic, it's just diabolical. But yeah, enough of me ranting about that. I'm going to get on to my player ratings now. In goal, David De Gea. Didn't have a lot to do. Made the standard saves, the ball straight at him. Maybe could have done a little bit better for Neves' goal, but overall I'll give him a 6. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Best player on the pitch for me. His tackling, he even got robbed of an assist because Lingard decided to miss an absolute sitter at the start of the second half. But yeah, he played really well, crunching tackles again. attacked better this time, and yeah, I was really impressed, and I'm looking forward to seeing him live at Old Trafford this Saturday. Already becoming a fan favourite for me. I'm giving him a 9. Next up, Harry Maguire. Good performance, yeah. He got dual pass at the start, and he was a bit dodgy with his pass to De Gea midway through the second half, but apart from that, he looked calm, he looked composed. He brought the ball forward well, and I was really happy with his performance, so Maguire gets a 7 for me. Next up, Lindelof. Lindelof looked a bit dodgy in the first few minutes, maybe in the first half an hour, I could say. But after that, he did the standards. And yeah, I'm not mad at that performance. It's just standard. He gets a 6. Next up, Luke Shaw. He had an alright first half, honestly, and I put him out on my player rating tweet, but I'll give him a 3, but maybe I was being a bit too harsh. He did well in the first half. He did actually get forward well. And like people said, Traore is too quick, but that's not an excuse compared to how experienced he is. But I'll give him a 4. Not good enough. Next up, Scott McTominay. I got sick on Twitter for giving me a 6, but, you know, he didn't do too bad in the first half. Controlled it fine. Fading off in the second half wasn't great. And for that, yes, a good first half and a bad second half gets you a 5. For me, personally. But yeah. Next up, Paul Pogba. He did well in the first half too. His creativity, considering he was playing as a deep midfielder today, his creativity was decent. It was better than Lingard's. Did well to win the penalty in the second half, but apart from missed it. But not, like I said, not everyone's perfect, and I'll give Pogba. I'll give him a 6. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, and the racial abuse he's getting is just staggering. My word. But next up, I'll get to Jesse Lingard, worst player on the pitch. Where was your creativity? What was that chance he had in the start of the second half with that Wan-Bissaka pass? It went through Rose head, didn't it? But yeah, it wasn't a good performance whatsoever. No creativity. He's good off the ball. He works hard. Don't get me wrong, but that boosts his rating for me. But I'm gonna give him a 3. I'm gonna have to be harsh here. Sorry. Next up, Daniel James. I feel a bit bad for Daniel James because I've learned from this game he is an impact player. He's not ready to be starting. He took a big step up from Swansea, and yeah, I think he'll struggle with the hostile atmosphere from the Wolves fans because he did a dive at one point, which I believe is wrong. I will admit that. And the Wolves fans singing "You Welsh bastard, you Welsh bastard" and calling him a sheepshagger and everything. He's young, he will learn, and because of that, I'll give him a 4. It wasn't a good performance though. Next up, Marcus Rashford. Brilliant first half. Great assist to Martial. I was buzzing. It was like an 8 or 7 or even 9, you could say, performance in the first half. But in the second half, he faded. He was crap. His free kicks, man. Someone take him off for free kicks, please. He can't even get them on target to save our life. Should have took the penalty. Weren't great. I'm going to give him a 6. Maybe even a 5, some could say, but I'm going to give him a 6. Next up, Martial. He had an 8 or 9 performance, certainly in the first half. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He is turning more clinical in that position. I'm buzzing seeing him in that position more. His work rate is phenomenal. But in the second half, he got service, and I'm not going to blame him. It's Lingard's fault. You could blame him. You could blame James and Rashford. His service was just not there, and you can't. What's he supposed to do? Run deep? But yeah, brilliant first half. Unlucky to not have any service in the second half. I'll give him a 7. Brilliant performance overall, and I'm happy. Can't wait to see his Palace live again. AM9 is truly back. Subs matter. Fucking diabolical. His corners don't beat the first man. His deliveries don't beat the first one. Any of his set pieces are shit these days. He passes backwards. He's just finished, and he shouldn't have got a new contract. We have to be real here. I love him as a person, and I loved him as a signing for over the first few years, but you have to admit when a play's finished, and Mata is finished. And for that, he did nothing at all when he came on, so I'm giving him a 2. Fuck that. So yeah, other subs, Greenwood, not going to mark him on for like only a few minutes. Pereira, not going to mark him on for a few minutes. Ollie, for me, gets a 5 because he picked the lineup we wanted, but he was too late to react to Wolves' second half. And that's worrying. People can say that he hasn't learned from the past 2 games, but I don't know. He did play the lineup we wanted. Well, I wanted anyway, so I'm going to give him a 5. Referee, 0. You fat bellends. Get back to McDonald's, you prick. John Moss, that is. Should have given him a corner at the start of the second half, because a chance clear off Willy Bolly's leg, but no, gives a goal kick because he's blind. But yeah, I'm annoyed. Wolves' tactics frustrated me yet again. We have to move on from this. Thursday is a nerve-wracking day for me. I'm have to move on from this game because it's results day. Friday I'll do a preview for the Palace game. Saturday I might do my reaction outside Old Trafford. I'm even going to try and get onto the United stands with Flex. And then, yeah, I'll do Southampton previews, and I might even do some outgoing transfer reactions like Alexis Sanchez, Matteo Darmian, or Marcus Rojo. We'll see though, but until then, peace.